Aston Villa are getting a good deal with buying Ian Marson from Chelsea. According to Dwight York, Chelsea have made the decision that they will allow Marson to leave this summer window after failing to make the impact at the club that many had hoped for, but he is set to stay in the Premier League this window. Aston Villa have been able to swoop in and make contact with Chelsea over a possible deal for the Dutchman, and after a few weeks of transfer rumours, it seems that the defender is closing in on that move to join Unai Emery. The final details on a 6-year contract are being sorted now. It's understood he will have his medical in Germany this weekend. Marson is part of the Netherlands Euro 2024 squad. The fee for the 22-year-old is understood to be between £35 million and £40 million, and it will rise with add-ons. And the head of his imminent move to Villa, York, has opened up and claimed that he is a brilliant signing for Unai Emery and is another good player that Chelsea have decided to let go. I do think Ian Marson is a brilliant signing by Aston Villa, he says. Unai Emery has the Champions League next season and we saw him perform brilliantly at Borussia Dortmund. He'll be a good player and builds on Aston Villa's already impressive squad depth. I think Chelsea will regret letting Marson go, but they have so many players at the club that they clearly don't even know who their best players actually are. Marson is another good player they've let go, and it's probably to help out their financial fair play situation. The matches then they will decide, but hopefully I can stay here and progress. I hope to come back here and show the fans and the manager what I am capable of. I want to stay injury-free and those are my goals for this season. Of course, sometimes it is difficult, but you try to do your best all the time, stay calm and not stress. Just think about football, ask a lot of questions about how to get better, how to improve yourself, ask your teammates and help them as well. But the problem is that Chelsea already have two good left-backs, and an impressive young option in Lewis Hall. Unless Marson is going to make playing left-wing his new role, he may struggle for playing time, and it would be a real waste of his talents to have him sitting on the bench. This is one of the biggest squad-building decisions that the co-sporting directors are going to have to make, and we're really curious how they balance things out. All the excitement of the last 48 hours for Chelsea fans has been about the arrival of Nico Williams. After a whole summer of battling back and forth with his Palmeiras, and in the wake of the bad news about Michael Olise not joining, the Blues needed a win, and they certainly got one by confirming the signing of one of the world's most in-demand players. But as the owners look to move towards a more sustainable model, that initial €34 million investment in the Brazilian will need to be paid back, and there are already players on the off-ramp ready to start making those losses back up. One obvious one is Armando Broer, who has long been linked with an exit. The Albania striker is currently at Euro 2024 with his country, but it seems there are wheels turning on his transfer even as he's in Germany. An exclusive for Court Offside from Fabrizio Romano revealed a little more about what the plan is. On Chelsea, there's no concrete update yet on Armando Broer, but the expectation is still for the striker to leave Chelsea on a permanent transfer this summer. I have no news on AC Milan so far. It's always reported, but I'm not aware of anything advanced, only following the player. Stuttgart like him, Everton and Wolves too. Everton for sure would like to sign him, but it's not advanced yet. While injuries have stopped Broer from kicking on at the club where he came through the ranks, the long list of interested teams, named by Romano, shows there's no shortage of belief in his talent from all over Europe. It's always positive to see a decent list of sides who are keen, which should ensure a transfer can be wrapped up pretty simply once Broer returns from international duty. Should Chelsea bring Kellyman and then follow through on their concrete interest in Villa man John Duran, they will certainly offload Armando Broer. The Albanian striker is currently with his national side at the Euros. However, Albania's early elimination could see him return to London to complete his transfer, possibly even before June 30th potentially. After an underwhelming loan stint at neighbours Fulham, Broer is firmly in the market and is expected to be sold. VfB Stuttgart have entered the frame for the 22-year-old Chelsea academy graduate, as they could seek to replace West Ham-linked Serhou Guirassy, who also has other clubs chasing his signature owing to a modest release clause in his contract. Chelsea have set their sights on Nico Williams and are preparing to trigger the winger's hefty release clause to lure him away from Athletic Bilbao. The Blues are determined to bolster their attack and have drawn up a short list of targets for the summer transfer window, with Enzo Maresca keen to bring in competition for the likes of Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson and Mykhailo Mudryk. Benjamin Sesko had been at the top of Chelsea's wish list, but the West London Giants have been forced to explore other avenues after the Slovenian decided to commit his future to RB Leipzig. This has seen Aston Villa's John Duran and Atletico Madrid's Samu Omarodian emerge as potential solutions at centre-forward, and Chelsea have held talks with both players over proposed moves to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have also been credited with a strong interest in Michael Olise, but the Crystal Palace winger is reportedly on the verge of a £60 million switch to Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich. According to Sky Italia, Chelsea, resigned to defeat in their pursuit of Olise, have focused their attentions on Athletic Bilbao star Williams, and are ready to pay the 21-year-old's €55 million, £46.5 million, release clause. Williams enjoyed a magnificent season with Athletic Bilbao last term, racking up 8 goals and 19 assists in 37 appearances, and is now a regular in Luis de la Fuente, Spain's side, starting both of the team's opening games at Euro 2024. The youngster signed a new contract with Athletic Bilbao in December, tying him to the La Liga outfit until the summer of 2027. It's understood Arsenal are also keen on Williams, and Mikel Arteta views the player as one of his preferred options in attack for the summer transfer window. Williams distanced himself from rumours of a possible move last week, and insisted he was happy with Athletic Bilbao after agreeing to a new deal over the winter. I've seen reports talking about my future, but honestly I have no clue of anything. Right now, I want to focus on the Euros and nothing else. Reports this morning are suggesting that Chelsea midfielder Tino Martinez is a target for the Swans this summer, although Portsmouth are also keen on taking him back to Fratton Park for a second season. Martinez spent last season on loan at the South Coast club, who returned to the Championship by winning the League One title, securing a return to the second tier for the first time in 11 years. The speculation suggests that they are keen to secure a return for the player, but it has also been suggested that he is a target for the Swans, although it should be added at this stage that there has been no move for the player from either club. Last season was a frustrating one for the midfielder, who missed 5 months of the season following a hamstring injury sustained against Chesterfield in the FA Cup. Speaking upon his return to the team in April, he said, "It was frustrating because it just seemed to happen out of nowhere, but that's football. I'd never done my hamstring before, so wasn't fully sure what had happened. I knew it wasn't good, though. This group of lads deserve to be where we are, and we've shown how good we are, so the fact I was missing out on that meant I was gutted. Doing all that graft again was difficult, but there's not much you can do about it, except pray and try to recover as well as possible. I felt wanted here and was really comfortable with all the lads, the staff and the supporters. I was just getting back to my levels, and now I need to rebuild again, but I'm so grateful to Pompey for letting me return, play football and experience the last part of this season." Last season's loan spell at Fratton Park followed on from 2 short-term loan spells at Huddersfield in 2022 and 2 months in Moscow the year before. At the age of 22, though, he has just 13 league starts to his name, with a further 21 as a substitute, which includes a Premier League appearance for Chelsea back in 2020 when he came on as a substitute against Everton. "In the future, I want to win everything," he said not long after that appearance off the bench. "I want people to say I'm a technical player, skillful, good shooting ability, powerful, dominant. But for the time being, it's about combining that urgency to prove himself with patience. I just need to keep working," he caveats. "And when that next opportunity comes, I want to try and make a statement to Frank, Jody and Joe, and show I belong there."